G'day all, welcome back to Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. Sitting here today, and I did a video earlier on some Dungeons and Dragons figures. It did not record the audio, so I'm back once again to let you all know about how these figures go and what they're like, and we're going to do the short version because I've already cracked them out of their packets, but we can still have a chat about, you know, are they worth it? The price points that I picked them up for, you know, was that worth it? So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll reveal the price point of what I actually picked them up for, and that might affect your decision on whether you need these things or not. So I think original price points for the two things that I'll be going over today, the original figures. So I believe they were at the normal $30 to $35 Australian mark, and we're taking a look at the gelatinous cube as well, and I think that was out at 65 Australian dollars upon release. But anyway, let's take a look at them. So I only picked up one figure just to have a look at them. So don't worry about the packaging, that is gone, that is in the bin. Thanks computer for screwing the audio up. But I only grabbed one figure, and it was Holger. So this is the Michelle Rodriguez character in D&D. As you can see, they're quite detailed. So what I really like about this figure is just, you know, the absolute detail used. You can see in her armor. Like, her armor is really well done. So I was actually really impressed with how it looks. Right down to, you know, and this is the absolute detail, is her tattoos on her arms. You might say, well, that's cool, they're just drawings. But then they went to the point of putting this in, which is raised plastic. And it looks really good. So the face mold for this character, I don't think it looks, it's probably like a 20% match for Michelle Rodriguez, but when you consider some of the face molds coming out of Hasbro, and in particular the Falcon, you know, that old chestnut Falcon for G.I. Joe, it was horrible, like absolutely terrible. So whilst this figure may not look like Michelle Rodriguez all that much, they're still really nice face molds. As far as the weapons go, I was actually really surprised. Like, this figure, this is what I pulled out of the packets. So this large axe and this part. This part was actually on top, or on the axe, and I couldn't see any instructions, but you can change this over. Took me a while last time. You can actually change this over, so you can have a long axe or the shorter version. So that was in the packet, and included on the figure was the knife. And I found that a bit weird, only because I'm used to the G.I. Joe classifieds, where you get absolutely everything in the little baggies. I was just surprised that it wasn't in the bag, and it was actually included on the figure itself. So, you know, they have done quite a good job in the fact that they've put a holder on her back. And this is detachable like a backpack. So we can put that on and that slides in. I actually quite like that. Articulation is everything you expect from the Hasbro 6-inch line. So, you know, bit sticky, bit of a problem to fumble around with, but everything moves. So all in all, like just checking out the one D&D figure, I was quite happy with it. I think it's exactly like your classified G.I. Joe classified series and your Star Wars Black series. So they're sort of at least maintaining that line of quality control with the figures. And you know, because they're all built the same, you can swap out heads and do what you need to do. So yeah, I think it's worth it. I picked these up from Toymate here in Oz for $8 Australian. I thought for $8, you know, why wouldn't you buy it and give it a look? It's quite the change from the $35 or so that they were originally released at. So yeah, $8, more than happy to give it a go. So that's that. Then there's this, the gelatinous cube. Now I bought one of these for myself and I bought one for a mate for Christmas. As soon as I gave it to him, he let me know that he actually had a lot of problems building it and didn't actually get it all built. So I had a little bit of trepidation in opening the box and doing it on camera, but you know, followed the instructions and everything come out quite nice. So I've got the lid off at the moment. But it goes on like that. So it becomes a solid cube. And what note with this is all of these parts actually come off. They're just pegged onto the gelatinous cube. But you can actually pull them off and you can use them with other characters. So it's almost like you're getting a you know, a whole bunch of accessories for free. Not free, but included. So that was the bow, bones. There's this one. So it's a little bag of spilt coins. So that would look great in a diorama. There's this one. So it's an axe. Like I said, could be used by any of your other characters. Won't pull them all off, but as you can see, you know, we've got old mate's leg. There's old mate. There's a scroll. Got a bit of a shield, a potion, and a tome or a book. So that one is interesting. You know, it actually looks like a book. So it would be a good addition for one of your characters to be holding. A little bag, a bit more of a shield, and another axe. And then inside the box, we've got this. So it's a holder for one of your characters to be held inside the box. So let's do that. And with this shield part on the outside, that comes off, and that exposes a small hole for which the figure's arms can go through. It's not easy, but it can happen. actually found with this Holger character, because of her leg armor, it becomes difficult to get her held up properly. And they aren't just relying on that to hold the figure as well. You've actually got a few, you can just sort of see them. There's a few pegs down the bottom of this gelatinous cube. So if you want to stand your figures up inside of it, you can do that. Get him back on and put the lid on. And that's what it looks like with the lid on. Now, Toymate here in Australia had this down from 65 bucks or something to, it was either $12 or $15. I think for that price point, it's excellent. Absolutely love it. I'm really impressed with it for that price. If it was $65, I'd be sort of umming and ahhing about it, but you know, 12 to 15, it's great. I love it, and it's going to look great on the shelf. So what I also ended up doing was using this small LED strip, which is battery run. And I'll be putting that in here to add a little bit of light to it. I'll flatten the LED out so it actually looks a bit nicer, but you get the idea. So that in a dark room, say your movie room, will look quite nice. So yeah, that's it. Tell me what you think in the comments of both the figure and the gelatinous cube. I sort of just wanted a gelatinous cube because it's a gelatinous cube. It's just sort of cool in its own weirdness. But yeah, if you're not subbed to Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro, please hit that sub button. It helps me to remain motivated to keep producing content for you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. You can also hit the notifications button so it'll let you know when I publish future videos. If there's anything that you would like reviewed, opened, looked at, or chatted about, just let me know in the comments. I'm more than happy to take a look at some stuff for you and let you know what it's like. Apart from that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.